Good morning, roomies. I don't know how many of you are really likely to watch because most people I know are at work this time of the morning. So if need be, you can just check back with this later. As you can probably tell by the title of this little video, I haven't actually done anything to do with cosmetics or makeup or skincare or anything like that for a while. And we haven't really seen much from Stace either, unfortunately, because she's busy at work. So I thought I'd do a bit of a cosmetic favourite video. So kind of the things that I'm really enjoying using at the moment. By the way, happy Children Need Day. I'm going to take my glasses off. I thought it'd be okay. I'm going to take them off so you can actually see my face rather than looking at yourself in the reflection. So yeah, like I said, I was going to do a bit of a cosmetic review / favourites video. And just a bit of a catch up with you already. I don't know if anyone's going to watch, but like I said, you can always pop back later on and have a look. Also, I just want to say well done to Aaron and Jess last night again for their chapter 2 and 3 of House of Danger. It went really, really well. We had quite a lot of interaction, which was brilliant, which is what we wanted. But it went so well, we had people ask for more. So we had to kind of take a 5-minute tea break and then go back into it, which was really, really nice. It was nice to see that people wanted more. I don't know if we're going to return to House of Danger now because we've covered it quite a bit now. And it's been very similar each time. As much fun as it's been quite similar each time. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to actually cover that anymore live on live stream basically. So what we're going to do, I think Aaron and Jess are going to do that on their own Facebook pages if they do continue to go live, or they're going to have games around their houses, something like with friends and family. Excuse me, my throat's a bit funny today. So yeah, we're also going to arrange another game, like do some other game. We're hoping to do story cubes at some point because we really love story cubes. My family, so Kane, my son, and I love story cubes. Aaron, Jess, and their daughter really love story cubes as well. So it's quite a nice family game. So it'd be nice to do one that's kind of for everyone then, because unfortunately, House of Danger it's a fun game, but there's things in it that kind of cause a bit of adult language and adult conversation. So I think maybe we need something a little bit more family orientated this time, or for the next one anyway. So fingers crossed we can do probably story cubes or something along that sort of line. We'll probably have lots and lots of more adult games coming as well because they're just so much fun and they're quite amusing to listen to the innuendos and stuff. So it's quite good. Oh, we just had a watcher. Hello, I don't know who's watching. So let's get right into it. I don't want to be here too long because I actually have the school run to do shortly. Because my son only does part-time school days because he's in preschool. I'm going to stop playing with this now. Yeah, basically I'm going to start doing some cosmetics and skincare for you all to look at. Some of them are Avon products. As you can see, I've had a big old delivery today. Thankfully it's turned up because I was panicking yesterday because I didn't think it was going to turn up. So if you like your Avon stuff, then this is kind of the place to be this morning, which is really, really good for you. If anyone does like really, Kane's watching. Hi, Kane. He's going to tell me off for not doing any housework. That's what he's going to do. Didn't know cosmetics was your thing. Really didn't. Anyway, I'm just going to go over a couple of favourites for you. Let's start with something that isn't actually cosmetic. Let's just start with something that I've been using a lot of lately. Because I've been doing extra time at work, to kind of make up the hours for Christmas coming and my son's birthday, I've actually been finding my back's been getting really sore because for my job I'm a delivery driver. I lift very heavy car parts. I can lift the entire exhausts that go along the length of the car. I'm lifting brake discs, things like that. So that's what I do for my part-time job, and it's a really, really heavy thing to carry at times. So what I've been finding, I'm using a lot of Tiger Balm. I know it's been around for a long time now, but was it earlier on this year I'd actually bought the white ointment. And the white ointment, I believe, is just for minor things, so like headaches and minor aches and pains. But it's kind of hard to kind of tell the difference between what they actually are. The red one I find is actually better. I also find that it's really good for my migraines as well. I've had a terrible migraine earlier on this week. It was absolutely awful. I was really poorly for like 2 days. I even went to bed like before my son did, like before 8 o'clock the other night, and I slept right through to the next morning. I still woke up feeling rough. So they're not really nice. But this stuff has really, really helped with migraines. It's helped with the back pain I've been getting from work. I also had a lot of shoulder and neck pain because of working extra hours and lifting heavy things. So it's really, really helped me a lot. Thing is, you don't actually need that much. It looks pretty nasty. It doesn't look particularly appetizing. It's quite thick. It's thicker than kind of Vaseline, for example, or Vapor Rub. I'm not going to put my finger in now because it means I have to go and wash my hands, and I'm probably not the best place to go and wash my hands. I can't bother to get up to the kitchen and leave everybody just sitting here watching my sofa. Oh, hi Stace, our beauty vlogger's on. Perfect timing. Yeah, so this has been really, really good to help me with aches and pains and headaches and migraines and stuff like that. I highly recommend it, although do not use too much because it can burn and give you like an itchy feeling, and it can cause like rashes and stuff. So I really wouldn't recommend you using too much of it. Excuse me. So yeah, it is really good. The white one is good, but it's better for kind of stress/tension headaches. This one is probably more of a bit of an all-rounder. And also another little tip, which I've been telling my sister and everybody else as well, you're not actually supposed to, you're not actually supposed to use this diluter, but I actually use peppermint essential oil on my forehead and on my temples if I get a really bad headache or a migraine, and it works a treat. I don't have to use paracetamol at all. It's really, really good. So that's a good tip for you. Literally just put a drop or two. I put no more than 4 drops onto my head. You're not supposed to put it on neat. You're supposed to dilute it. But I find it works better put on neat. But don't, disclaimer, that's not something I recommend you have to do if you have a headache. But just maybe 1 or 2 drops, maybe if you do feel you find you get headaches and stuff like that. But that's a really good tip. Anyway, like I said, Tiger Balm, that's a really good one. And that's kind of a 5 out of 5 for me. The only thing is, I don't like to say actually, no, it's not a 5 out of 5. The only thing I like is its smell. The smell is really, really strong. If you don't like, it kind of smells like clove and mixed with Vapor Rub maybe, then it's probably not going to be too great if you kind of have it near on your head and smell it on your nose all the time. And yeah, like I said, wash your hands really, really well because it stains your hands yellow. I found this out numerous times, and I've gone to do other stuff and I'm staining paperwork yellow. So wash your hands afterwards as well, and obviously don't rub your eyes because it's going to really hurt. Really hurt. I have done this. I'm an idiot and I have done it. So yeah, Tiger Balm, sorry, it's a 4 out of 5 just because I cannot stand the smell. The white one smells really nice. It smells like just Vapor Rub. This one's kind of a spicy, kind of mentally kind of smell. But no, I don't like the smell of this at all. It really irritates me. So yeah, that one gets a 4 out of 5, but it does its job, which is good enough. Just another quick, let's go on to skincare quickly. These two are not easy to get hold of, I'm assuming. I actually bought these on holiday when I went away to Cornwall a couple weeks ago with my family. We went to the Eden Project because we really wanted to go because my partner, Kane's a bit of a garden buff and he loves his plants and stuff. And I'm really into succulents, like looking after succulent plants. So I'm hoping to find stuff like that there. But yeah, it was a really good trip. I highly recommend the Eden Project. It's good. But once you've seen it in the space of a couple of years, it's not much different from going back after a few years as either. So I've really got a cold, I'm so sorry. So yeah, anyway, afterwards, of course, we took a trip to the shop in the Eden Project, and we actually picked up, my sister and I picked up these. I don't know if she picked up 1 or 2, I can't remember, but these are the 2 that I picked up. We picked up some creams. Oh, there you go. She's just informed me on there that we can actually buy them from the website. You can't actually see them that well. Where's my camera? So one is Calendula cream. I think that's how you say it. And the other is Rosehip. It's a face moisturizer, and this one's soothing cream. The Calendula cream is actually for eczema and psoriasis. It does say so on the label. Eczema, psoriasis, and nappy rash. What's going on with my camera today? I'm not used to using the laptop. Hi, Stuart. So that's really, really good for eczema and nappy rash. And to be fair, I get really bad eczema underneath my eyes. It really, really gets sore, and it makes me look a lot older when it's all flared up as well. And I find that this has really been helping me. They're not cheap. They're not cheap at all, but they, as far as I'm aware, are all natural products. This thing is about £5 a jar, but we actually got ours for 2 for 9 something. We got a discount anyway, so I can't exactly how much it was. But yeah, if someone ever lives in Cornwall or you're down that way, if you visit the Eden Project, I highly recommend you go and look at their skincare range because it is really good and it's all natural as well. And like my sister's just pointed out, Stacey's just pointed out, you can actually buy it on the website, which is, hang on, www.edenprojectshop.com. So you can actually buy them on there as well and then have them delivered to you. So if you're not in the area, it's obviously a better option for you, which I'm hoping I'll probably end up getting some more at some point soon. Regarding the Rosehip one, the Rosehip one's actually just a face moisturizer. But what I find is, actually my sister pointed this out to me when we were trying it in the shop, it actually primes the skin really well. It actually works really well as like a makeup primer or a base primer, because it simply just blurred out all of the markings on my hand when I used it. I don't know if it will show up on camera. I can try and show you, but I don't think it's going to show up because this camera's got shocking quality. And they smell amazing. Both these smell. So I don't know if you can see, I've got proper wrinkly old lady hands. No, you can't really see anything. You can see all the little dimples and stuff I've got in my hand. Let's hopefully it will pick it up. I've probably actually used too much, but it really does like smooth out and even your skin. Where are we? It's just gone white at the moment. Got to rub it in really well. I've definitely used too much, but it smells so nice. Right, I've applied it to half of my hand, and I've noticed a difference, but it's really hard to see it on camera, I think. Okay, this is this side of my hand that I put the cream on, and this is the side that hasn't. You probably can't see it on here. You see a couple of dimples, but not so much. You can't see it that well on this camera. This camera is just shocking on this laptop. I really can't wait to get my own laptop back. This is rubbish using Kane's laptop. But it's better than nothing. So yeah, if you're into your skin cleansing natural products here, definitely go for these two because they're really good. There's such a big range as well. They've got so many more as well, which is really nice, and they all smell really lovely. What should we go on to next? While all it's here, I'm going to briefly go over the Avon stuff quickly. I don't like to promote Avon too much on here because that's not what this site is for. If you don't already know, I'm an Avon representative in my spare time. So I do occasionally review Avon products as well as part of our cosmetics range and our home care ranges and stuff like that, which is really good. Oh, someone said a like button, thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at the ones I'm really enjoying at the moment. At the moment, I have on a mascara of theirs I'm really, really liking. You probably can't see it that well, but it's really lengthening. It's really nice. And I have on one of their what's it called? Liquid lip lacquers, I think it is, in a matte colour. I love my natural kind of browny colours to wear, especially in the autumn anyway, because I'm so pale skin, so I can't wear anything too dark. It's quite nice to have like a little bit of a nudie brown. So let's speak about the first one, which is the stuff I have on. This is the liquid lip lacquer from Mark. So it's the Mark range in the Avon one. There we go. It doesn't really look a brilliant colour on here because it's rubbish quality. But it's actually really nice, and it is a small bottle. That's the only problem. It is a small bottle, but you don't actually need too much of it when you're putting it on because it glides on really well. I'll show you if I can show you the wand against my forehead. So it's your typical kind of oval tapered wand, flat on the side, and obviously kind of you tapered bit there. It's quite nice. I can do a bit of a swatch for you. I put far too much on. That's what I tend to do all the time. That's a swatch for you. It's a really, really nice matte finish. Hi Sarah, hope you're okay. Yeah, this is a really, really nice matte finish. This is here, which is why I like it, because I don't like shiny stuff on my lips. It really annoys me. I can't deal with like sticky lip gloss and stuff like that. And I've got really, really small lips, so they just don't look right on me. So I'm better off with a matte. But that's, there we go. It's still a bit shiny because it hasn't dried. But it's a really, really lovely colour, and I highly recommend the one. That's called Dare to be Bare. You won't be able to see it. I know you won't be able to see it. I'll show you any of it. I know you won't be able to see it. That's Dare to be Bare. I believe they're currently £5.50 in the Avon book at the moment. So that's not too bad for a liquid lip lacquer, considering my favourite one, I don't actually have one here at the moment. My favourite liquid lipsticks are from NYX. I really like the liquid lipsticks from NYX. And there's one a very similar colour to this that I wear called Sandstorm. I wear it all the time, and it's really, really nice. And they're £7, but you do get a lot more for your money in that £7 tube. It's kind of this sort of size. I can't remember how many mils it is, but it's this sort of size. That's the only downfall with these, I think, is the size. But if you use it sparingly, as you know, like I said, you don't really need to use much, then it's not a big issue at all. So I will be looking in to get some more of these as well, because there's some really interesting colours in the range. So I don't know if I've got a book on me at the moment, actually. Let me have a look at the books quickly. I've got one here. 1 second. Let's see if I can flick through the current book. Say the current book, the next one actually. See if I can find it. Because the range is pretty impressive with them. Right, they haven't. Where are we? There's some of them there. Oh, in the next book they're going up to £8. So while you can get them for £5.50, you can see them at the top here. The colour range is quite good. There's a lot of pinks, but what I like is you've got some bluey tones and some purples, which is really nice because you don't see a lot of them these days. Obviously, you see them in like alternative makeup stores and that, but you don't really see them in the Avon catalogue as all you'd expect to see them in there anyway. I'm going to wipe that off my hand because I know I'm going to get it on my t-shirt, and I don't really want my children need t-shirt getting ruined for the rest of the day. Keep on turn off as I'm watching at work in somewhere so I can watch it later. Yeah, that's fine, Stacey. I'll watch it later. That's fine. I'll put that later. If you really want to get bored and watch me back later, it's fine. You can hear me ramble at home, but yeah, that's fine. I have to get a glass of water in there, I think, because my throat's really sore. So yeah, so that's that one. I highly recommend you get one of those because I really, really like it. I've been wearing it ever since I got it. I got it 4 days ago, and I've been wearing it every day. I love it so much, and it lasts really well. That's another thing. It lasts quite well regarding to food. The only thing I don't like about it is sometimes you get like a bit of a line, but you get that like a coloured shade line. You get that with every lip product you wear. It's quite common. Right, let's move on. Let's go for 2 more lip products. Sorry, what did you know? So these only turned up this morning in a very late delivery. Unfortunately, I've had a bit of delays in my deliveries at the moment, so these only turned up this morning. They should have turned up 3 or 4 days ago. Such an itchy nose. I'm so sorry. One is from the Epic lipstick range. So I rave and rave and rave about the Epic lipstick range because I've got about 4. No, how many have I got? 7. I have 7 of them from the range, and I really like them. The idea is behind the Epic lipsticks is that they have a built-in primer. So the idea is they're meant to be a brighter, bolder colour and the shade, and that they last longer as well. They are really good. I really like them. Like I said, I rave about them. I love the shade range, the colours. There's so many colours. It's unreal, and they're quite affordable. I think they're between £5 and £8. They tend to vary between £5 and £8 depending on what book you're on. So yeah, they're really, really good. And they're just about, this actually isn't released yet, they're just about to bring out some new shades. There's a dark, like cherry red, I believe, coming. This is another one called Get Bronzed. As I just mentioned, I love brown lipsticks. I love anything like that. So let's just have a look at this. You won't be able to see this very well. I will show you, and I love the fact it's got the brand written on the side. It says Mark on the side. I did try this morning, very briefly. It's really nice, and it's kind of like a shimmery bronzy gold. It's really nice. I'll do a little swatch, as I always do. There you go. You can see it that way. It is quite metallic and shimmery. It's not a matte finish. It's just a silky finish, I believe. But it is really nice. It's a bit dark for me, I must admit, but it is a really nice one. And another one that hasn't actually come out at all yet is the Luminous range. Hang on a second, I'm going to have to look. It is the Avon True Luminous Velvet Lipstick. There was a big campaign regarding with all the reps a little while ago, and everybody, if they reached a certain target, they actually received a free one of these in the shade Luminous Nude, which is a really nice colour, but it was basically just like golden lipstick. So it didn't suit everyone, but I think just by giving out nude, they kind of thought it was the better thing to do, and it would suit everyone. Hi Jess, Gaming Guru Jess is on. Good morning. I'm just talking. If you've already only just joined, I'm talking about cosmetics. I've discussed Tiger Balm. I've discussed lotions and creams from the Eden Project, which I got on holiday. I've just spoken about the Avon matte lipstick that I'm wearing now. That's really nice. And I've just spoken about the Epic lipstick range as well in the Get Bronzed shade. So as we're saying, this is another one. This is the Luminous Velvet one. The idea of the Luminous Velvet is so that they have a matte finish, but they're shimmery. I don't really do shimmery lipsticks. I like plain matte lipsticks if I use them. But I had to give it a go because, again, it's a brownie colour. I have used it, so it probably doesn't look right. I've got it the other day, so I have used it. I've got to get used to where the camera is in it. So this is a slightly more orangey tone. Really nice. I'll do a swatch next to the other one. And it probably will come quite shimmery on camera because it takes a while to dry, a few minutes to dry. So this is the, where are we? This is the one that I've just swatched. This is the Luminous Matte, that one there. Can you see the difference? So the Epic's nice and shiny. You want to move my hand just over here. But this is the Luminous Velvet range. It's shimmery. You can't really see it at all. I'm so sorry. It's shimmery, but it's matte. It's really, really nice. I quite like that range. Again, they've got quite a wide range. The only thing is, though, they haven't got the extreme bright colours. They've got things like browns, pinks, reds. But I will say there's a lot of pinks in the range, because I got all of the sample shades delivered to me a couple of days ago, and there's a lot of pink in there. If you don't like pink lipstick, then you'll be lucky if you kind of find a shade that you really like in that range. Luckily, I was okay because there was browns in there and there was some neutral ones, which is okay, so that's fine. And I will say I really like the packaging. You've got a matte packaging, matte black packaging. This it's so awkward using it on this camera. It doesn't focus on it, with like a rose gold band around it. It's really quite sleek looking. I really like it. It's really nice, and it kind of feels nice to play with actually as well. It's quite nice to hold. So yeah, that's them regarding the lipsticks that came through this week. Again, I'm just going to wipe it off. Let's get it off from my baby white, good old baby wipes. Sorry. What should we move on to next? Mascaras, I believe. Now, I'm supposed to. Oh, there we go. There is 2 mascaras from Avon in particular I'm really enjoying at the moment, and they are these 2. If you haven't seen them all yet, this is the Mark Big and Extreme mascara, so it's lengthening and volumizing, and this is the Supershock Definition mascara. They are both brand new for this year, 2018. This one came out probably a few months ago now, and this one's only been out, I think, a matter of maybe 1 month or 2. So this one's still relatively new. Oh, hi, Jan. This one's still relatively new. I can try and show you the ones. They're both in black, by the way. The Definition one is the one I have on today. So that's this one. Whichever way you want to look at it, there you go. That's probably better for you. That's the one I have on today. Excuse the shoddy look, because I'm terrible. When I put my mascara on, I get it everywhere. So excuse the mess. There probably will be some. So yeah, that's the one I got on today. And here's the wand. It's kind of, it looks a bit like an airplane rotary blade, I think, anyway, because I don't know if you can see it. But it's kind of 3, I don't know if you can see it there. Or oh, wait, it's moved. There's like 3 sets of bristles in like, it just looks like a rotary blade to me. And that's the side view. It's not going to focus, I know it won't, because it's just the laptop webcam. Yeah, webcam's the one I'm looking for. Let's say website, it's webcam I was looking for. See me. Right, and here's the other one. This is the Big and Daring. Sorry, Big and Extreme, not Big and Daring. I do have that, but I wasn't that impressed with that one. It made my eyes really sore. I didn't like the formula. And that is the brush for the Mark Big and Extreme. It's really different, and it really does coat everything. The only thing is, though, they are both an absolute bugger to get off. They're not advertised as waterproof, so I'm not going to say that they're waterproof as such. But I don't know if anyone's tried it. I remember a little while back, my sister and I bought the LA Girl or Cover Girl mascara. There was mascara we got from B&M. You kind of can't go wrong if you find the high-end brands or higher end brands in B&M. So I remember we picked it up a little while ago, and that was a pain to get off, a real pain. And these are exactly the same, exactly the same. It takes a bit of a scrub to get these ones off. So just to warn you, they are a bit pain to get, but they've got the staying power, and they do lift your lashes, and they do last well. So I kind of can't pay, and they're quite cheap as well. I think they're not. I can't say properly off the top because I can't think, and I'm not faffing around looking through the book either right now because that's not what this thing's for. Excuse me. I think they're between. Sometimes they are £5. Sorry, £5.50 because I've seen them. I know for a fact I've seen them for £5.50. Sometimes they're £5.50. And sometimes they're even up to £10 or £8.50. So just again, with the Avon brochures, if you're quite familiar with Avon in particular, you're going to know that the brochures kind of vary from book to book. The prices vary from book to book. So you're never going to get the same price each time. So you just kind of got to look out for a bargain. That's what you've got to do, really. So yeah, those 2 are really, really good. I did have another one to show you, but I don't actually know where it is. It wasn't an Avon mascara either. It was by a brand called Cherimoya. I've actually written a blog post on our website before about their highlighter, which I really liked, like a blue crayon highlighter. That was really good. but I actually can't find my mascara. It's a 3D lash effect one. I think it's just a cheaper version of the unique 3D lash one. I really like it. It is a nice one. If I can find a picture, I'll share it with you all and show you later on another point. Let's go to budget, or even more so, kind of budget cosmetics. As you can probably see, I really, really like this concealer. It's practically empty. I really, really like this one. This is the Camouflage Matte Concealer from Essence. Essence is normally found at Wilko stores. It's completely waterproof, and they've called it tattoo covering as well. Now, I will try this just quickly on my, I've got a tattoo on my wrist, and I will try and show you. It does sometimes take a few coats. It's not instant, but you'll see the coverage just as I swipe it over. There you go. I'm pretty impressed with that. You can barely see that tattoo now. I highly, highly, highly recommend this concealer if you struggle with dark circles or you've got blemishes. As you can tell, it has pretty much covered my tattoo. I can try and blend it a bit. Got a brush here. You can really not see my tattoo that much at all. So it's really good stuff, and I've been using that on a daily basis since I bought it. I bought that about 2 months ago, and I've only just got around to talking about it, but it's a really, really good. At least you know it's tried and tested, people, because it's really empty and I need some more. And I don't think it was expensive. It was about £2.50. All the Essence stuff is really well priced, and they are good quality as well. They're really good. So this, and what shade is this as well, Mad? Shade. This is light ivory. Yeah, you can see just about. Yeah, as you can see there, it's light ivory number 2. So I'm very pale. I'm like Casper, as you can probably tell by my moon face. I've got tons of bronzer on, by the way, people. Tons of bronzer on at the moment because I have to kind of blend in with my bright yellow body today. But I'm really pale still, so I have to go for the lighter concealers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a definite must. That is a full 5 out of 5, that one. That's a really good one. Another product I actually am wearing today. This is the Bow to the Brow makeup. What is it called? Brow thickener. As many people might know on here, I'm constantly moaning about my eyebrows. I hate my eyebrows with a passion. They are growing in all different directions. They can't be tamed unless I actually take a pair of scissors and trim the tops off of them, or I pluck them to death. They're an absolute pain to deal with, my eyebrows. I get to thank my father for inheriting his lovely eyebrows, bless him. And my son's inherited mine. But once I've obviously plucked and trimmed and whatever I've done to my eyebrows, I find it really hard to find an eyebrow product that I really like, because I get terrible, especially this eyebrow, I get terrible gaps here, and I find them really hard to fill. I've used pomades, I've even used dark eyeshadows before, I've used other fillers. They're just rubbish, absolutely rubbish. They don't stay on there for 5 minutes. They are absolutely rubbish. But this one seems to stick and do the job, and it will stay there all day, and it's really, really cheap. I'm pretty sure, again, this was around £2.50, maybe £3. So this is from W7. W7 can be found in places like, I mean, I've often seen them in Peacocks. I know the range do W7 Cosmetics. TK Maxx do W7 Cosmetics. I think off the top of my head. I know Wilko's don't, because they do Essence. No, I can't think of any off the top of my head. But on Amazon and eBay, they're very, very popular as well. And W7 have really stepped up their game this year. They've really stepped up their game. This is a palette of theirs I really, really liked this year. I wasn't going to show you loads of stuff like palettes and stuff, but as you can see, that's a really well-used palette. This one's called On the Rocks. But like I said, they've really, really stepped up their game this year. They kind of look like the Anastasia palettes. They're kind of copying kind of Anastasia's makeup, and which, if you don't know, is a high-end brand, a very, very high-end brand of makeup, which cheapskates like me can't afford. So W7 is quite good, really, because they're really good quality. The pigment's quite good. I'll try and show you quickly. I've chosen the wrong colour to show you. Like a yellowy colour. I've shown you the wrong colour. I'm so sorry. Only I could do that. Let's find a dark Morello cherry kind of colour. Yeah. Okay. And then let's go for, this is my favourite out of this palette. This is Sparkly Gold, but it might not show up on camera. Oh, you can just about see it flickering. Just about see it flickering. Thank you for the like, whoever that was. So yeah, so like I said, W7 have really stepped up their game this year. They've done an amazing job with all their palettes they've released, and I love this brow thing. It's so good. I haven't even shown you. I've just realised I'm so sorry. I'm such a rubbish blogger. Although I'm trying not to be a blogger. If you can see it, wait for my face. It's like the tiniest little nib. I think, have I got mine in light brown? Mine's in light brown. I have very dark, almost black hair naturally. I don't know if you can see these awful roots at the moment. On this side. Do you see what I mean? I've got really dark hair. But I find, because I normally have really big, fat, bushy, wild eyebrows, I can't really wear dark stuff on my eyebrows because I just look awful. Oh, sorry, reposition. Kind of got numb legs then. So yeah, this is a really good product. If you want a kind of affordable brow product, this is probably the best way to go. I would highly recommend that one. That's a 5 for me. I really like it. Let's go on. I've got a couple more things to show you. Let's go to a hair care product. This actually is another Avon product. I'm not trying to promote them on here. It's just the fact that these happen to be my favourites I'm using. I've been using this for quite a while now. And this is a hair serum. My hair, as many people will know, I'm constantly colouring my hair all the time. Hence why it's now really short and it's been all chopped off because it's just so broken and damaged. It's really bad. Despite all of my efforts buying expensive things to put on my hair, it's really damaged because I spent about 6 to 8 months last year trying to dye my hair silver. I managed to do it eventually, and I did obviously get my silver hair eventually, which I absolutely loved and I still miss to this day. But it was a lot of upkeep and it was really damaging my hair because it meant a lot of bleaching, obviously on my really dark hair, and which obviously turned orange because I have really dark hair, so it meant buying toners and more kind of toning dyes and things like that. So it did cost a lot of money. I'm not a high earner. I'm a very low earner, in fact. So I can't afford to spend a lot of money on hair care products that I cannot, that's just going to ruin my hair. I can't do it. And it's now really short, and I want to really grow it out now because I don't like having short hair because I think it makes my face look fat. But this has really helped the condition of my hair. Hello, new watcher. If you've just joined in, we're doing kind of cosmetic reviews and favourites at the moment as well. At the moment, I'm talking about a hair serum from Avon. The hair serum I've got here is the Advanced Techniques, which is their hair range. Argan and coconut. I don't know if it's coconut oil. I assume it's coconut oil. Just as Argan and coconut hair serum, oil complex hair serum. So that's it there. It's quite a big bottle. Because I don't know if anyone's ever had them before. If anyone's ever had any Avon hair serums before, they're normally kind of this sort of size. This one's quite a big bottle. When I looked at it first, I thought it was quite expensive because I think it's around £7 to £9. I thought it was really expensive. But I didn't realise it would be this size. So it's actually not too bad when you look at it that way. And it really lasts well. I've had this for about 3 months now, and that's all I've used. And I wash my hair every other day, and I use about 4 pumps maybe every time into my hand. I'm not actually going to do it because I don't really want messy hands. Literally just do 4 pumps into my hand, rub it through, and then just run it through my ends. I try not to get it past this point because I get really greasy hair, so I'm trying not to get it past that point in my hair, so I don't want my roots covered in it. And I found my hair's been a lot better. You probably doesn't look it today, but believe it or not, it's actually been actually it's not too bad that side. This side's a bit all over the place. But yeah, it's really good stuff, and it smells so good because it's argan on coconut. It smells absolutely amazing. I shouldn't be sniffing this, but it's really nice. And I think there's even a smelly page in the Avon brochure with it as well. Excuse me, hiccup. So that's really good. I'll give that a 4, maybe 3.5 or a 4 out of 5, just because I'm a bit of a cheapskate and I can't afford to spend £7 to £9 on a hair serum. But if you've got it and you want to look after your hair, then I highly recommend that argan oil and coconut hair serum. It's so good. It's really good stuff, and it will last ages. My mum's also got it as well, and she said she really liked it too. I've got 2 more products to show you that are skincare related. I don't think I've got any more than that. If anyone wants to see, I do have a couple of Avon bits I can show you if you really want to see, like I've got a penguin tea light lamp thing, which is really cute. If anyone wants to see any of the Avon stuff, just let me know quickly before I go, and I'll show you them. So 2 skincare products there. They are both from Superdrug, and they are the Superdrug's own range as well, which is even better because 1, they're not expensive, and 2, I quite like Superdrug stuff anyway. I'd much rather buy Superdrug's own brand than Boots. No offense to Boots, just because I think they've got a much better, wider range of things as well. So let's go with this one first. This is probably one of my favourite skincare products. This is the Calm Skin Skincare Refreshing Facial Spritz. So I don't know if you've probably seen it. There's a lot of things at the moment about. Oh, hi, Aaron. Sorry, I didn't see you join. My comments are not actually popping up properly. I do apologise if I haven't said hello to you. Yeah, in the makeup industry, there's a lot of faff about, and a lot of faff and hype about kind of moisturising facial spritz of things. This kind of goes along those sort of lines. That pretty much is what it is. You can't see it that well. I will show you. I haven't even showed you. I'm so sorry. I'm so rubbish. You can't see it. You can't see that way. It's a light blue bottle with chamomile flowers. It says Calm Skin Skincare from Superdrug. This is the refreshing facial mist. The best thing about it is it has chamomile, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide. If I've said that properly, I'm sure Stacey will mind me if I haven't. She's quite hyped on niacinamide. I think they are it's a spot preventing agent. It's an oily preventing or something like that. I'm not kind of well adjusted to my cosmetics science. I'm not that great on them. But yeah, it contains all those things. So basically, it's meant to moisturise your face. It doesn't leave your skin oily, and it just makes your skin feel really nice and fresh. It's probably really good on a hot day. If you have a really, I mean, obviously we're not in the summer anymore, but it's probably really good on a hot day because you get to like, mist yourself every now and again. You can just put over makeup as well, not just under makeup. I often spritz myself 3 or 4 times a day with this because, as you might know already, I've got eczema, as I've said already. So I find that having a bit of extra moisture on my skin really helps as well. The one thing I really like about this is the fact that it smells really nice. It's a smell that it took me a while to adjust to, actually, because in my opinion, it smells like pure pollen. So as a hay fever sufferer, I was a bit wary, thinking it smells like pollen, like the thing I've been trying to avoid all summer. It was really, really strange. But you kind of get used to it, and you kind of really like the smell. I think the smell is chamomile, because obviously chamomile is a flower. It's a really strange thing to describe. It's kind of sweet and florally, but it just smells literally just like pollen. It smells like you're spritzing pollen on your face. But I'll put some on now, actually. You have to open quite a distance. I just got some in my mouth. it doesn't taste very nice. Don't put it in your mouth. Now my skin's like super shiny. It'll dry in a minute. That'd be fine. I often sit and waft my face like this after I've done it. But the thing is, though, you have to do it from a bit of a distance. You have to kind of do it from like 30 centimeters away. It does tell you how to use it on the bottle, by the way. It does do it. But like I said, I normally put it on after I've cleansed my face in the morning, and then I put it on again over the top of my makeup. And I find, this is the big secret, I think it's really good. This is such an underrated product because if you're an Urban Decay fan, as in Urban Decay Cosmetics, makeup, skincare, the lot, like our beauty blogger Stacey, she loves her Urban Decay stuff. And she swears by, is it Up All Night? I think what is their fixing spray anyway. She swears by their fixing spray, and I kid you not, this smells exactly the same and feels exactly the same as the All Night or Up All Night fixing spray. I'll have to look it up, but it's almost identical. Now, we were having this discussion when we were away on holiday, me and my sister, because I'd actually gone out one day and had something go in my eye. I think I'd actually rubbed my hands in hand sanitizer and got hand sanitizer in my eye, and I ended up with a really nasty, sore, painful eye, and I was floods of tears because it was so bad. Luckily, I had baby wipes on me, so all the makeup that got smushed all over my face came off. And All Night, so there you go. I did get it right the first time. It's called All Night. She just corrected me. Yeah, when I was on holiday, I had makeup all in my face. It just ran in my face because my eyes were streaming. It was so painful. And she actually came to my rescue because she's one of those people that carry like a hefty makeup bag around with her all the time because she has eye problems, so she's constantly got to adjust her makeup all the time as well. So, and she let me actually use the Urban Decay All Nighter. She had the small one. Anyway, she has got the big one, but she had the small one at the time. And I thought to myself, this feels really, really strange, like familiar. And I smelled it and I was like, oh my goodness, it smells exactly the same as this product. This is not supposed to be a makeup fixer. This is not advertised as a makeup fixing spray. This is not advertised as a makeup fixing spray. By the way, it does come with a clear lid, but I've actually lost it. I can't find it. But I find it's exactly the same thing. Exactly the same. And it's less than a quarter of the price. Stacey might be able to fill me in on this one. I'm not actually sure how much the all-nighter is. I'm sure she'll tell me in about 2 minutes, if that. But they are not cheap. They're around £20 for the bigger one, which is similar size to this. I will have to do some research. If not, I'm sure she'll get back to me in the comments in a second anyway. So it's very similar size. So this is, where are we? 100ml. This is 100ml, this one. So, and this cost me £2.99. This was £2.99 from Superdrug. It's their own brand. It's a really nice smell. It feels nice on your face. It moisturizes your skin. It keeps you fresh throughout the day. I cannot rate this product enough. I also have the vitamin E one for the vitamin E range as well, and it still doesn't compare to this one. And plus, not only that, when you go to bed at night, I often put one of these spritz on my face at bedtime, and I find it's got a really nice calming scent as well, so it helps me sleep a bit better too. I'm waiting for her to get back to me on the price. I'm not sure how much it is. I'm sure she will. If not, I will link it in somewhere and I'll comment later. But yeah, this was only £2.99. It's literally a fraction of that price of the Urban Decay All Nighter. As good as that product is in the All Nighter, as good as it is, this, if it does the same job to me, I am pretty sure I'm going to go for this one because it spends £2.99, even though it's not advertised as a makeup fixing spray, but it works for me. So if you want a makeup fixing spray that isn't going to cost you, you know, the earth, then go into Superdrug, your local Superdrug, and find the Calm Skin Refreshing Facial Spritz, because I cannot recommend it enough. That is a 5 from me. I love this product. And last one as well, as I've just been talking about the Superdrug range, their vitamin E, their calming skin range, they've got loads, but they've got a brightening range as well, which I think contains vitamin C and citrus as well. I told you she'd tell me. All night is £24 for 120ml. Okay, so this is 100ml, and so you get 120ml with all nighter. So you get a slight little bit more of the all nighter, Urban Decay all nighter than you would for this. But just kind of dabble between the two, see what you think. If you've got the all nighter, then go to Superdrug and try this just to see what you think. I think it smells identical. It's exactly the same smell. It smells just like pollen. I'm assuming there's some sort of chamomile or something in that as well that might be the same sort of scent. I'm guessing. See what I mean? It's dried on my face now and it's giving me like a dewy glow. I really like it. So yeah, that's the kind of comparison between that. Okay, she just corrected me. She says 118ml. Make your mind up, girl. Goodness me, you're meant to be my beauty blogger. As everyone can tell, this is the last product. I actually really like these. These are deep, where are they? The Vitamin E Skincare Micellar Oil Deep Cleansing Pads. So they're basically cleansing pads. Again, they're from Superdrug. They're like a creamy pinky colour packaging. My camera won't show it. It's absolutely, plus it's got this awful glare from this t-shirt. Very nice. They were think they were $3.99. They were. I remember going to pick them up and I bought the wrong ones. I bought the brightening ones, and it has orange oil in it. And I cannot have orange oil because I'm allergic to oranges. Fact about me. So I had to kind of wait and then find if I can get these ones. The only problem is, I remember asking my sister to go and get these for me when she was in her local town centre, because we live about half an hour away from each other. And I said to her, "Can you pick me up these?" And obviously I give you money when I see you. But she went to her Superdrug and they don't do them. So not every Superdrug does these cleansing pads. So, which is kind of annoying actually. And she also looked online and she couldn't find them online either. I don't know if that's still the case now, but she couldn't find them online either, which is a complete pain. I found them in my local town. I've seen them in Hitchin. I've seen them in Stevenage. Where else? At Letchworth, I've also seen them in as well. That's I'm in kind of Hertfordshire-ish area. So I've seen them in all of those stores, but Luton doesn't have them. I know that because she tried there, and the website didn't advertise them either. So I don't know if they're going to be discontinued soon. I hope not, because they're really nice. They are just, I'll show you, they're really thin though. It's the thing I don't like about these. I've actually got 3 of them at the moment, I think, because they're so thin. Okay. It's literally just a textured cotton pad. You really can't see it that well. But they are so thin. You can probably, no, you can't even see right through them, it's not that bad. But yeah, they've got the vitamin E micellar oil in them. So I do have the vitamin E micellar oil bottle as well. But I tend to find is I have to go through 5 of these to get a full face of makeup off. So I suggest that to save yourself some money, because these are $3.99 a pop, and you get, how many you get in it? Doesn't actually say how many you get in it. Oh dear, mummy's calling me. I'll be in trouble in a minute. Stacey, if you're near her, just tell her I'll ring her back. Let's say, yeah. So because these are $3.99 a pop, and I obviously use a lot of them when I take my makeup off, I would suggest you take your makeup off first, then use them as like a final cleanser. That's probably the best way to do it. Otherwise, you're going to be spending $3.99 every week on just 1 pack of these, if not more, because you're going through so many. You get it quite a bit. It doesn't say how many you get in there. I'm guessing about 50. Don't quote me on that. It's just a complete guess. Just don't quote me on that at all. But yeah, the vitamin E range and the calming skin range, I highly, highly recommend people go and check out in Superdrug, because they are highly, highly underrated. So I think that's it. So briefly, let's go over this. I have discussed how amazing Tiger Balm is. I forgot to mention it is quite pricey. This jar cost me £7 in Tesco, but I was in dire need of some sort of pain relief. I'd rather use natural pain relief than take loads of paracetamol or whatever. And I can't take ibuprofen either, because I've got a stomach condition, so I can't actually take that. So if I can get a herbal remedy, then I will. So that was £7. There is a smaller, slightly smaller jar, which I think is this sort of size. I can't find the mil on here. Oh, this is 30 grams, sorry, not mil. Yeah, there is a smaller jar, and they're about £4.95, £5. So if you don't mind spending it a little bit more on them, then that's a really good idea. Like I said, I love Tiger Balm. I think I gave that a 4 out of 5, because I cannot stand the smell of this one. It's horrible. The white one's got a lovely smell, but you're not supposed to inhale it. You don't inhale the smell, so don't literally open the lid and go. You just don't do that. It's not good for you. What else did I discuss? I also said I discussed these. These are the Eden Project Natural Creams that you cannot see. They're quite big. How many grams are they? 60 mil. They're 60 mil, and they're glass jars, so you can reuse them for other stuff afterwards, which is really good. They were really nice. What else did I discuss? I discussed 3 lip products from Avon. That's these 3, and I've just covered them up, so sorry. All in kind of nudie brown shades. Really good. If anyone wants to find out any more about the Avon stuff, by the way, go and check out my page Beauty Junction on Facebook. If you want to ask me any about prices or anything like that, just message me personally, or send a message through here, message me personally if you know me personally, or go to Beauty Junction on Facebook. It'll all be on there. What else did I discuss? I also discussed these mascaras. Again, they're Avon products. I really, really like these ones at the moment. Both get a 5 out of 5. I really like those. What else did we go through? I also said about the Bow to the Brow pen. I'm going to call it a pen. It's not a pen, but that's what I'm going to call it. That was really good. I gave that a 5 out of 5 because it's still on, which is really, really good. What else did we discuss? What else is there? The hair serum. This is the Argan and coconut hair serum I discussed earlier. Again, it's a really nice one. It's affordable and it smells so yummy. I gave that a 4 out of 5. And then finally, not finally, the Essence Concealer, Camouflage Waterproof Matte Mascara, Matte Concealer. That's a 5 out of 5. That's a really good one. I really need a new one. I use it all the time. That's a 5 out of 5 for me. And lastly, we have got the, I hope I've not missed anything out. If I have, feel free to pick me up on it. And lastly, we've got the skincare range that I'm really loving at the moment from Superdrug. This is the vitamin E cleansing pads with micellar oil in them. I'm so sorry, this webcam's absolutely awful. And here is the Calm Skin Refreshing Facial Spritz, which I'm actually going to spray a bit more because I love it. Excuse the dodgy face I'm pulling when I spray myself. Oh, I love that smell. It's so nice. If I had to pick a favourite out of the ones I picked today, I'd probably go for my facial spritz because I love this so much and it smells so good. And like I said, if you've got the Urban Decay All Nighter, then please go and try this and let us know what you think. Because I personally think it's pretty much the same product, with a different label on. So yes, if you have tried them, then you obviously check that out and let us know what you think. If you want to know any more about the products that I've spoken about today, then please feel free to message us or comment, well, either below or beside, whichever way you're watching. If you're live, it's beside. If you're watching us on replay, then obviously let us know and say replay so we know who's watching afterwards as well. And thank you to everyone that's kind of tuned in today. It's now 11:20 and I've got 20 minutes before I have to go down to school and pick up my son, who's also wearing the bright yellow Pudsey t-shirt. So good luck to everybody today who's fundraising for children in need. I know my son's school are baking cakes. They're having something called the Great Bake Off. The great school name, Bake Off. I won't say which school is that. So good luck to them, and good luck to everybody else fundraising today. And fingers crossed, lots and lots of money is raised for children who aren't as well off as some as we might have been as children, or who our children are. So I'm going to log off now, and I shall catch you all later, roomies. I will get another game night sorted with Aaron and Jess. We're playing another game night, and if anyone wants to call more cosmetics to look at, that's fine. I can sort it out, no problem. There is another film review coming. Just quickly, what are we seeing? Kane's booked up tickets to see something next Tuesday. Fantastic Beasts. This is one I'm really looking forward to. For some reason, I've gone into a major Harry Potter frenzy this year. I'm not even a ginormous fan of the films. I like them, but I'm not a ginormous fan. I don't know everything there is to know. I don't know what Harry Potter's core, his wand is made out of, or apparently I got told it was phoenix feather yesterday. So if you Harry Potter nerds out there like me, then I'm guessing you'll be seeing Fantastic Beasts if you haven't already this weekend or next week. So I've got Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. That's the first one. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. So it'd be good to see Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore and Johnny Depp return as what did I say his name was? Oh, isn't it Grimwald? I'm such an idiot. Anyway, I will get a film review up and get it all sorted for you. And I think, do we have any more live gigs coming up? We did have a live gig covered, but I don't think we've had confirmation on it, so I'm not sure we'll be covering it. There's no point even telling you what that would have been. And it would have been a really good one, so I'm really gutted if we don't get it. We are still badgering the PR company to find out whether we've made it to the press team or not for that gig. Actually, there's 2 gigs, but again, we've not had confirmation on the other one. So yeah, if you want more cosmetics, let me know. If you want any, we're going to arrange another game night soon as well. We've also got our Real View Golden Star Awards coming up soon as well. Each of us on the team is working out awards for different things. So, for example, I'll be doing live music and film and TV. Aaron and Jess will be doing the game section, and Stacey will be doing our beauty section. So there'll be things like best lip product, best palette. I'll be covering best album, best live act, best film of the year, that sort of thing. And Aaron and Jess have included things like best video game of the year, best graphics, best tabletop, best family games. So there's lots there. And we've also put out a poll, if you haven't found it already, on the Real View Roomies page, the group page. We've put 4 polls, I believe I added yesterday, which are going directly to us as team members, so we can celebrate the work that we've put in over the last year as well. So that's all coming up soon. There's lots to come up, and I've got a lot of tidying up to do now before my son comes home from school, and then I've got to go and do the thank you for the likes. Sorry, I'm burping. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, I'm going to go do some tidying up, and I'm going to log off and go and get my son. I hope you all have a nice day, and I shall catch up with you soon. Happy Friday, happy weekend, everybody. Bye.